Understanding enterprise agreements. Did you know employers and employees can tailor pay and entitlements to suit their workplace? They do this by making an enterprise agreement. An enterprise agreement is a legal document that sets pay and entitlements for employees. It covers one or more employers and some or all of their employees. Unlike an award, which is set by the Fair Work Commission for an entire industry or occupation, an enterprise agreement is made between employers and their employees who discuss and agree on the conditions for their workplace or workplaces. Once an enterprise agreement is made and approved by the Fair Work Commission, it replaces any awards or previous agreements that would otherwise apply. To be approved, the conditions in an enterprise agreement must be better off overall than any relevant awards. Employers, employees, and their representatives work together to make an enterprise agreement.
This process is called enterprise bargaining. It is usually done by a bargaining committee of employer and employee representatives. There are formal steps employers must take during the bargaining process, so employees can genuinely agree to the enterprise agreement. If employers don't take these steps, the Fair Work Commission may be unable to approve the agreement. During enterprise bargaining, the bargaining committee negotiates the terms and conditions of the enterprise agreement. There are certain things that must be included in an enterprise agreement, such as a term about resolving disputes. These are called mandatory terms. There are also a number of other conditions the bargaining committee may discuss, like leave, allowances, hours of work, and pay. The bargaining committee may aim to tailor working arrangements to suit both business and employee needs, simplify or clarify award terms, or provide certainty around pay and entitlements.
Once the bargaining committee settles the terms of the enterprise agreement, the employees must vote on it. Employers need to take formal steps to make this happen. Before the vote, employers must give employees access to the enterprise agreement, explain the terms and their impact, and tell them when, where, and how the vote will take place. If the majority of employees vote to approve the agreement, the vote passes. The enterprise agreement then needs to be lodged with the Fair Work Commission for approval. Once lodged, the Commission compares the enterprise agreement against any relevant awards to decide whether employees are better off overall. This is called the Better Off Overall Test, or the BOOT. The Commission also checks that the formal steps to make the enterprise agreement have been followed. If they have, and the enterprise agreement passes the BOOT, the Commission approves the agreement. The enterprise agreement comes into effect 7 days after the Commission approves it, unless it specifies a later date. Once in effect, the enterprise agreement replaces any awards or previous agreements that would otherwise apply. Enterprise agreements have a nominal expiry date, but they continue to apply until they're replaced by a new enterprise agreement or terminated by the Fair Work Commission. Of course, enterprise agreements aren't something that can be made and then forgotten about. Enterprise agreements are legally enforceable documents. Employers should make sure payroll systems and other processes are fit for purpose to help them comply with the enterprise agreement's terms.
They should also keep an eye on base pay rates in any awards that would otherwise apply to ensure their employees' base pay rates don't fall below award minimums. If they do, employees must be paid the higher base rate from the award, but other entitlements will continue to come from their enterprise agreement. Failing to comply with an enterprise agreement can have a range of consequences, like investigations, court proceedings, or serious financial penalties. When an enterprise agreement is near or reaches its nominal expiry date, employers, employees, and their representatives can restart the bargaining process. Negotiating a new enterprise agreement allows employers and employees to adjust employment conditions to suit their current workplace needs and interests. To find out more about making an enterprise agreement, visit the Fair Work Commission website.